Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome back to another 5 weekly favorites. First up, it's a food item. I haven't loved like a boxed food in so long. Like this.
Like a savory meal.
Yeah. We tried Goodles. If you guys haven't heard of them, you can get them at Target. There's 4 varieties. It's basically like an elevated Kraft mac and cheese. It comes in the same type of box. You still get like the macaroni, or they're not all macaroni noodles, but the noodles with like a cheese packet. But it's supposed to be better. Like the cheese is it's like real cheese sourced from the Midwest. I think the noodles, I feel like
they have protein or something?
They have protein, yeah. They've added protein in them, or I don't know if it's added, but they have lots of protein, more than like Kraft mac and cheese. And when I did the Casio Pepe one the other day, it said that you don't need to add butter, you just had to add milk. But I added a little bit of butter to make it like creamy. And so I think that's like their idea of being like healthier. It's like, oh, you don't even need butter, but to each their own. Like add butter if you want. But overall, I feel like the taste is so like rich and authentic, and it tastes like fancy pasta. Like the Casio Pepe inspired one literally tasted like Casio Pepe.
So good, but I actually think I prefer the Parmesan.
The Twist My Parm.
I love the Parmesan, and then there's a shell one we haven't tried.
We haven't tried Shella Good or the regular, like,
I was gonna say, is there a normal cheddar?
Yeah.
Because I bet it's really good.
Yeah, the cheddar one. They have really cute names. The packaging and the branding is so well done. It's like really fun pops of color. And I just we said in our vlog, I really wish we would have thought of this idea.
This is like our dream business.
Yeah, because it's so us, and like I'm jealous that we didn't think of it, but good for them because the product is amazing.
It's so cute.
It's so good. We have to go to Target and get like one of each, and then maybe we'll do like a TikTok or something ranking them.
Because we forgot our weekly Target trip.
Yeah, we did. So maybe we will. But I had to mention Goodles.
Okay, another really random favorite, but these things, to talk about this. A while back, we did a video comparing the Amika blow dryer to the Revlon, and at the time we both like loved the Amika, and it is like,
I still love it and use it every time.
It is much superior, but mine broke, and I hadn't even had it. I had it about a year, and then I read other reviews, and a lot of people said theirs broke within like a couple months. And then Amika just released a new version, so I do hope that they took that feedback and like re-released it with a longer lasting. I don't know if it's like the battery or like whatever the engine, the power is, but they break really easy. So I had picked up the Hot Tools version when it was on sale at Ulta, and I really liked the barrel size, like the brush size, because it was smaller than the Revlon and the Amika. But it gets so hot, and it's not bad, and it hasn't broken, so I do think it's like pretty long lasting. But I just was realizing it was getting really hot, and then I saw Elise Myers, the taco girl, on TikTok.
She's a taco girl?
No, the one that did the Taco Bell store. You know Elise.
No, I know who she is.
The comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's just known for that taco video. I mean, she's just known.
Yeah, she's known.
But she did a YouTube video. I actually didn't know she had a YouTube channel, so we'll link her channel down below because I subscribed because I'm excited. I'm like, oh, I love her. And she compared this one from Conair. It's the Infinity Pro by Conair, the Knot Doctor. Sorry, there's hair in it. To the Dyson Airwrap. And she said for her hair type, she actually preferred this. And she thought it didn't get as hot as the Dyson, and it left her hair smoother. And I used it this week. My hair looks awful right now because I have to wash it. But I used it, and I like it more than the Hot Tools. And it was I got it on sale for $24. Yeah, that's crazy.
Which is so crazy. And it also has a detachable head. And like, so it's really easy. And people said like the best part is that you can actually just use this as a blow dryer, which is really smart because then you can just like put the head on when you're ready, after you've rough dried. And it comes with like a comb attachment that I haven't done anything with, but it actually made my hair smoother than the Hot Tools, and it did not get as hot, so I didn't feel like it was damaging my hair, and I like it just as much as the Amika one. And the new Amika one is $100, and when I tell you, this is $24. So I was really surprised. It's really good, and it's on Amazon, so run, don't walk if you are interested. It's better than the Revlon, I think, and it's cheaper. The Revlon just gets really hot for our hair type. If you I feel like we should reiterate our hair type is very fine bleached hair damage.
Yeah, so I felt like this damaged my hair so far less than the Hot Tools and the Revlon,
and probably like tied for the Mika because the Mika doesn't get that hot either. My only complaint is the handle is so long. I wish it was shorter, and then whenever I turn it on, you turn it on here and I'm holding it, I sometimes accidentally touch the cool shot button. Like I wish it was on the side or something. But besides that, like I can get past it for how cheap it is. So
Yeah.
I might buy another attachment. They have like a round brush one too. So thinking about doing that. Okay, I have a foundation favorite that I've been loving this week. It's the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB Cream. And I saw Taylor Wynn talk about this in a YouTube video. She used it and it looked really good on her skin. And if you guys are familiar with Taylor's videos, she does foundation roundups. So she'll try a bunch of foundations and then put them in one video and do like the good, the bad, and the in between. So I haven't seen her give her final thoughts on this, but I also saw Nicolette on Instagram. I'll put her handle down below because I can't remember her last name off the top of my head. But she also used it on her stories and it looked really good on her skin. And the way that they both described it was exactly what I was looking for. Like I wanted something that was a little bit more matte for the summer because a lot of my foundations, like paired with like my greasier like sunscreens, I feel like just leave my skin really, really glowy. And I do like that look, but sometimes in the summer it can be like too glowy, borderline greasy. So I wanted like a matte foundation that would work for dry skin, and both of those girls, like this looked really good on them. And I had to return something at Sephora last weekend. I tried to buy the Urban Decay, what is it, Midnight Cowboy eyeshadow that Amanda Z always talks about, and I could not get that to work for me, which is so sad because it looks so pretty on her, but it was a huge fail for me. So anyway, I had to return it, and it was past the 30 days, so I could only like exchange it. And I was like, well, I want to try this, and I've been wearing it so often, and I'm wearing it today like on top of the Vanna Cream SPF, which like if you watch Carly's video, we've talked about this at length, that it's a really thick like lotion mineral SPF, and it does leave the skin kind of like greasy, and we love that product. But like again, if I layer like a glowy foundation on top of that, I'm like so glowy. So I really like how like that kind of as a glowy base with this paired on top looks, and this wears really well. I feel like it just makes my skin looks really smooth, but not too glowy. And I will say I got the shade Light 3, which is a little dark for me, but Light 2 was golden undertones, and it was like a little too yellowy golden, and this one is like the perfect undertone. So I feel like maybe I need to get Light 1 and like mix the two together for like my perfect shade. I just have been like dragging it down my neck, and you know, as like summer goes on and I get a little bit darker, like maybe the shade will work perfectly for me. But so far I've been loving this. If you like a really silicone-y foundation, I think you'll really like this, because that's like the best way to describe it. It's filled with silicones, which I love, and it feels like that like cushiony, like silicone-y feel on your skin, but not in like a silicone primer way, just kind of like a fluffy texture, if that makes sense.
It's like whipped.
Yeah, it kind of is like the Neutrogena that we adore and love, but thicker than that, I would describe it as.
Okay, movie favorite. So I don't even know, we shouldn't even talk about this at length, but we saw Top Gun Maverick, and we obviously, the entire country, the entire world has seen Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
I think it's like one of the highest grossing films in like the past 10 years or something crazy. And to caveat this, I'm just so happy that this movie was made, because movies have been kind of disappointing the past few years. We've talked about this, how television...
The only ones that we've liked are like Avengers, or
yes.
I guess I should say Marvel.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Fantastic Beasts, like that series.
Yeah.
But in Star Wars, that's true. But besides those movies, I feel like collectively we can all align that TV has like really taken off, and movies have like taken a back seat. And although we are TV people, we also love movies, and it's been sad to see that like they just haven't been that great. And this one is so good, and I think everyone can agree, and that's like really exciting that everyone loves it. We never saw the first Top Gun, but we saw this one, and we still like, you know, you like pick up on the references. So I don't really think it's necessary if you've never seen the first one to see the second one. And we aren't even like big Tom Cruise fans, but we are big aviation fans.
Yes.
If you've watched our channel for a while, you probably know that we used to work at a private airport, and we got really into aviation while we worked there. And so this was like very cool to see.
Yes. I feel like when we worked in aviation, we saw a lot of cool, like one-of-a-kind airplanes that you have to like kind of geek out over because you're like, I didn't even know planes like this existed.
Yeah.
And that movie kind of made me feel that all over again. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow. Which
like,
these are like fighter aircraft.
Yeah.
So we didn't see those when we worked at them. But we did see what are they called? Like military aircraft.
Yeah.
So it is, yeah, really cool. I don't know, it was just a really great film.
It was 10 out of 10 fantastic.
Yeah.
Best movie we've seen all year.
We love Miles Teller. We love Glenn Powell. So we loved the film.
Yes.
It was so good.
You have to see it.
Okay, last is really random, but we went to Target. We had game night on Friday. And so we also have been trying to like just kind of really clean the house every Friday because like to start the weekend with a clean house is nice. So we went to Target last Thursday and got like some more cleaning supplies to clean for game night on Friday. And we have this like little sectional on our back patio. It kind of like fits perfectly on the patio.
It's a very narrow space.
Yeah, and it is kind of like a water resistant or like wicking material. And so like if it gets wet, it's not a big deal. It doesn't like penetrate through the cushion. And they're washable too. So overall, like it stays pretty clean up there. But if you ever experience that type of fabric, it's like a really thick, like tough fabric. So I feel like although it's clean, like even if we throw them in the wash and it's clean, like sometimes I think it just like holds like smells in there.
Yeah.
It's just like that fabric, if you're just familiar, like that outdoor fabric. So we got the Febreze Fabric Ocean scent. And this, I sprayed it up there and it did like really help with the smell of just like that fabric in general. And it smells so good. The notes it says are, how do you say that? Hinoki?
Yes.
Hinoki, ginger, and water lily. But like,
It's strong. I thought it was a little strong in the store, but I think it's fine.
yeah, but it's good for outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see if I can. I feel like
Be
I want to
careful.
describe it. When we smelled it in the store, like the best way I could describe it is like it smells kind of like a man's cologne.
Just stop.
Why?
I don't want you to spill it.
Oh, I can smell it. It basically smells like a fresh men's cologne.
I smell
don't you
it.
think?
And
And
freshman, yeah.
it's
freshness.
so good. They had some other scents, but this one like really stood out to us. And yeah, like Carly said, it is really strong. So be, I guess, mindful of that for using it inside, like on a couch or something. But for our outdoor furniture, it was like the perfect solution, and it smells so, so good.
Febreze is an all-time classic. We used to use it a lot as kids.
Yeah.
It was like our chore.
It
That's
was.
actually a good question. What was like your chore growing up? We like loved Febrezing everything.
Well, and we had to clean like the doors and windows. We had like
we were big window cleaners.
we had like these French doors in our house. I don't want to sound fancy. Our house was not fancy, but we had a sunroom, and it was like a really old house, and it had like beautiful French doors. Best part of the house.
It was beautiful.
And our job was to like clean the individual squares. It was not easy, but we liked it as kids.
We
And then
liked it.
we loved Febrezing the couch. We grew up with dogs and cats,
Yeah.
obviously. So yeah, tell us down below what your chore was growing up. That's
Yeah.
a fun question.
Yeah.
I'd be curious. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this weekly favorites. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.